Hey, what's up, guys? This is Game Guy, and welcome to my Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 8 Too Far Gone review. I actually wanted to start doing a main series about The Walking Dead on this channel. I've done it in the past, and my main inspiration comes from Trev's Chan 2. You can check out his channel in the link below in the description. But, yeah, major spoilers. If you haven't watched the episode yet, then click off. So anyways, this episode was by far one of the best, if not the best. A lot of people have their different opinions. I, for one, am a huge fan of The Walking Dead. I've been watching since Season 1, Episode 1, so I don't have anything bad to say about the series. I think this episode was really great. It's a lot different than the Season 3 and Season 4. That whole span, it's had some rough episodes, but I really think this episode was arguably one of the best. So, anyways, starts off, you have the governor talking about taking the prison, giving a big speech, and then he ends up having Herschel and Michonne held hostage. He ended up kidnapping them or whatever, taking them hostage. And no one knew because Michonne and Herschel were out on their own. And then, so this leads into them going full force to the prison to take it. And the prison, it finally comes back to the prison, and you see you hear an explosion, and dust falls down from the ceiling. So everyone's like, what the crap? They go out, and there's the governor and his army. And basically they have this, I don't know how long this discussion is, but it's pretty long, but it's worth it. They sit there and have their back and forth arguments. Rick and the governor saying he wants the prison, and Rick, he's trying to do the humane thing that Herschel wanted him to do to live together. But the governor disagreed, and then shockingly, he like I said, if you haven't watched this episode yet, click off now. He cut Herschel's head off, which was very shocking for me. I liked Herschel, and the death made sense, I guess, but at least we didn't lose any other people as we know of for right now. Judith may be gone, but Herschel got his head cut off, and Michonne escaped. And then they, attacked into the prison. Everyone was firing back. A lot of close calls, but the prison team won. They won the majority of the fight. They killed everyone off. And then Rick, as he ran, when they were making their initial break-in into the prison, he was behind that bus, and then he got the governor. The governor was back by himself, and then, well, actually before that, they brought, what was her name? I can't even remember the little girl's name that, basically she takes Penny's place. I can't remember her name. I believe the girl that, not Michonne, the girl that the governor started getting warm up with, or whatever you want to call it. Her name was Lily, I think. And, she brought that little girl back to, her name's Megan. That's her name. She brought Megan back because Megan, ended up getting bit by a walker that was buried under a bunch of dirt from a flash flood area. So somehow she found the prison. That was kind of a weird thing for me. She didn't know where the prison was, and then somehow she finds the prison. I mean, he did say that they were taking a prison somewhere, highway something or another. I can't really remember, but I guess it wasn't too far from where they were. So she found it, and the governor just boom shot the Megan in the head because she was screwed. So anyways, that happened, and then after, I'll go back to where Rick attacked the governor. They're sitting there fighting, and that fight scene really, ticked me off because I mean Rick, he took down Shane, he took down Tyrese, but he can't take down the governor. Like, that was mind-boggling for me because Rick's like a cop and he should be able to, disarm people, do all these stuff that they're supposed to learn, I guess. I mean, I guess not all cops know stuff like that, but they should. They should be well prepared for any altercations and things like that. I guess you can't really do anything without a taser. But I thought Rick should have, won that fight, but the governor almost killed Rick. He was about to choke him. I guess you could say that the governor had an advantage because Rick did get shot in the leg, I believe. It did show like them shooting at him, and it looked like he got struck in the leg, if I'm not mistaken. But it seemed like he got struck in the leg, and if he did, then that was a slight disadvantage for Rick. So he ended up getting taken down and almost died, and then all of a sudden the sword comes through the governor, and Michonne, did that. And I get why she left him there. She should have just ended his life, but I guess she just wanted him to suffer just like Andrea did. So, well, Andrea didn't suffer until she shot herself, but I guess, she just wanted him to suffer for all the bad things that he caused. But I guess her name's Lily, like I said, Megan's mom. She came and shot the governor, which I didn't think was going to happen. And then they did that little Easter egg thing. Or not, it's not an Easter egg, I'm thinking of video games. I'm not sure what to really call it, but it showed the girl from the first episode walking into the prison, the girl that tried to take Rick back and kill him so she could feed her husband. And as on The Talking Dead, Chris Hardwick said the Irish girl, he was like, Eddie, we have to find Eddie, we have to feed Eddie, But other than that, nobody from the prison died except Herschel. And then, Daryl had a close call. It like cut back to the fight with Rick, which, I was like, oh crap. And then it showed the walker's head split in half, and he was using it as a thing, and then he just, boom. But the little girl, what's her name? Lizzie. She shot those two other people, and it was pretty shocking. They saved Tyrese, and then they were supposed to take the baby to the bus, and the group is split up again. It's crazy. Apparently the baby's dead. I'm not sure. It's either on the bus or it's dead. And then Carl and Rick noticed that, and so that's kind of disappointing. But it's just a TV show, but I like it. Anyways, they end up going off, and then Rick's like, don't look back, and the bus is gone. So they're split up. Somehow they're going to have to find each other. And then I watched the preview for episode 9, and it shows a comic book scene that I actually read. I haven't read all of the comic book. I've read like 2 issues, which was the issue where the sneak peek happened. I remember watching that or reading that, and I read like the first couple of issues. And the reason why I haven't read all the comic books, I know a lot of people would be like, dude, you can't be a Walking Dead fan if you haven't read the comics, but the reason I haven't is because I'm a movie TV show kind of guy. I enjoy making films myself, and I love watching cinema. I love everything about it, VFX, story, and everything. And I like the TV show better than what I've read. I just like you see things happening on screen. You actually see emotion and everything like that, and you don't have to picture it and imagine it while you're reading, a comic book. If you're reading a comic book, you have to picture it and imagine it. But if you're watching it happen like it's real life, then you don't have to imagine it. The music hits you. It makes you sad. And then plus the stuff that's happening on the screen makes you even more sad. So that's what I like about TV shows and movies and everything like that, and the art of cinema. It's just amazing, and that's something books and comic books cannot give you. So, but I will read them. I'm planning on buying them. The reason I haven't read it, like I said, I enjoy the TV show a lot, and I don't want it to be ruined for me if I actually, I'm gonna buy the compendium 1 and 2, and then whenever the third one comes out, so I don't have to spend a lot of money on all the different ones. But I want to buy the compendium 1 and 2 because they're like that thick, and I'm going to read the first one because I believe What Just Happened, Season 4, Episode 8, is pretty much like issue number 48, which is the last issue in the comic book series. So I may buy that soon and read those and just see how different it is. But other than that, I don't want to read anymore because they have supposedly been following a lot of comic book stuff this season, and I don't want anything ruined for me just because I enjoy The Walking Dead a lot. But anyways, that's my review. Overall, a very awesome episode. It really was a change of pace from everything that's been going on this season, and it was pretty action-packed, and I really enjoy the fact that they're away from the prison. I like being away from the prison, even though the prison was pretty awesome when they introduced it in Season 3. It's kind of stale being in one location. I like how they, like in Season 1 and Season 2, they were out on the run. Season 2, I mean, they were on the farm, but I enjoyed them being on that farm because it was a lot more entertaining than the prison, mainly because they were just worried about walkers and not so much, worried about humans. I mean, they did have a couple of altercations in season 2 that were with humans, but for the most part, they were just worrying about walkers, and that's what I enjoy. I like them just trying to survive and trying to fight off walkers, and even though they may have, human interactions here and there, for the most part, I just like the fact that they have to survive from walkers, and the more dangerous it is with walkers, potentially getting closer to them, breaking in a window through a house and they're inside of a house instead of huge fences keeping them safe. I think that's more exciting. So anyways, we'll see what unfolds for the rest of the season, and I'm going to make some prediction videos and things like that. But hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoy The Walking Dead, don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.